Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to share with you how embracing this divine plan can lead to a life filled with purpose, resilience, and unshakable joy. Trusting God's plan is not just about surrendering control, it's about recognizing the beauty in uncertainty and understanding that every twist and turn has a purpose. Let's explore why this trust can truly change your life. Trusting in God's plan is a profound act of faith that invites individuals to embrace uncertainty, a theme that resonates deeply in our lives today. In a world where we are often conditioned to seek control and predictability, the notion of relinquishing that control can feel daunting. Yet this very act of trust opens the door to a more expansive and hopeful perspective on life's journey. Embracing uncertainty is not merely about accepting that we cannot predict the future. It is about recognizing that uncertainty is an inherent part of the human experience and that within it lies an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. When we trust in God's plan, we begin to see the beauty in the unknown. Life is filled with unexpected twists and turns, surprises that can be both exhilarating and frightening. A sudden job loss, the end of a relationship, or an unforeseen health issue can shake our sense of stability and security. In these moments, it is natural to feel overwhelmed and anxious, yearning for clarity and a roadmap to navigate through turbulent waters. However, trusting in a higher plan encourages us to shift our perspective. Instead of viewing these challenges as insurmountable obstacles, we can reframe them as essential components of our journey that are meant to shape us. The act of surrendering to the uncertainty of life allows us to cultivate resilience. Resilience is not merely the ability to bounce back from setbacks, it is the capacity to grow through adversity. When we trust that God has a purpose behind the difficulties we face, we develop a sense of inner strength that propels us forward. We learn that we are not defined by our struggles, but rather by how we respond to them. Each challenge becomes a chance to dig deeper into our character, to discover strengths we did not know we possessed, and to emerge stronger and more equipped for the future. This mindset transforms our experience from one of fear and resistance to one of acceptance and growth. Embracing uncertainty allows us to open ourselves up to new possibilities. When we cling too tightly to our plans and expectations, we can inadvertently limit our potential. Trusting God's plan encourages us to release our tightly held agendas and to remain open to the unexpected paths that may unfold before us. Often, the most rewarding experiences come when we step outside our comfort zones and take risks. By allowing ourselves to be guided by a greater purpose, we may find ourselves in situations we could never have imagined, opportunities that lead to personal fulfillment, connection, and joy. This trust also nurtures a sense of hope. In times of uncertainty, it is easy to succumb to despair and to feel as though our circumstances define our reality. However, when we place our trust in God, we tap into a wellspring of hope that transcends our immediate situations. This hope is grounded in the belief that there is a divine plan at work, one that may not always align with our own desires, but is ultimately for our good. It reminds us that even in the darkest moments, there is the potential for light and transformation. This perspective can be incredibly liberating, allowing us to approach life with a sense of optimism, knowing that better days are ahead. Trusting God's plan also fosters a deeper sense of connection with others. When we accept that uncertainty is a shared experience, we cultivate empathy and compassion for those around us. We begin to recognize that everyone faces their own challenges and uncertainties, and this understanding allows us to support one another more effectively. In a world where isolation can often accompany struggle, trusting in a higher plan encourages us to reach out, to share our experiences, and to lean on one another for support. This sense of community not only enriches our lives, but also reminds us that we are all part of a greater tapestry woven together by our shared journeys. Embracing uncertainty leads to a greater sense of authenticity. When we let go of the facade of control, we become more attuned to our true selves. We start to realize that our worth is not tied to our achievements or the certainty of our plans, but rather to our intrinsic value as human beings. This authenticity allows us to live more fully and courageously, making choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations. It liberates us from the need to conform to societal expectations and encourages us to pursue our passions and dreams with abandon. Trusting God's plan fundamentally transforms our relationship with uncertainty. It invites us to embrace the unknown with open hearts and minds, recognizing that each twist and turn in our journey is an opportunity for growth, resilience, and connection. As we surrender to the divine orchestration of our lives, we cultivate hope and authenticity, enriching not only our own experiences, but also the lives of those around us. Ultimately, this trust empowers us to navigate the complexities of life with grace and courage, knowing that we are supported by a purpose greater than ourselves. Embracing uncertainty through trust in God's plan is not just a belief, it is a way of living that can lead to profound personal transformation and a deeper understanding of our place in the world. Trusting in God's plan provides an invaluable source of peace in a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable. Each day presents new challenges and uncertainties, whether in our personal lives, careers, or the world at large. In times of turmoil, it can be easy to succumb to anxiety and fear, feeling as though we are adrift in a sea of uncertainty. However, when we choose to trust in a divine plan, we tap into a profound sense of peace that can ground us and guide us through life's storms. Trusting God's plan means acknowledging that we are not alone in our struggles. This recognition allows us to release the weight of our burdens and find solace in the understanding that a higher power is looking out for us. The Bible teaches us in Philippians 4:6-7 to be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication. With thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. This passage highlights the transformative power of faith and the peace that accompanies it. When we turn our worries over to God, we are enveloped in a sense of security and comfort, knowing that He is in control and has a plan for our lives. This peace is not merely the absence of turmoil, it is a deep-rooted assurance that we can carry with us even in the face of adversity. Life will invariably present us with challenges. Loss, disappointment, illness, and uncertainty are all part of the human experience. However, trusting in God's plan allows us to navigate these difficulties with a sense of calm and resilience. Instead of being overwhelmed by our circumstances, we can approach them with a mindset of acceptance and trust. We can say to ourselves, I may not understand why this is happening, but I trust that there is a purpose behind it. This shift in mindset can be incredibly liberating, allowing us to maintain our inner peace even when the world around us feels tumultuous. Trusting in God's plan invites us to practice surrender, a concept that can be challenging yet profoundly freeing. Surrendering means letting go of the need to control every aspect of our lives and accepting that some things are beyond our understanding. This act of surrender does not signify weakness. Rather, it is an acknowledgement of our human limitations and an affirmation of our faith in something greater than ourselves. By surrendering our worries and fears, we create space for peace to flourish. We learn to trust that the universe is unfolding as it should, and that even when we cannot see the way forward, we can still find comfort in our faith. Trusting God's plan also encourages us to focus on the present moment, rather than becoming consumed by anxiety about the future. Often our worries stem from fear of what lies ahead. Will I lose my job? Will my loved ones be safe? Will I achieve my dreams? However, these fears often prevent us from fully engaging with the present, where we have the power to make choices and take action. When we place our trust in God, we are reminded to live in the moment and to find joy in the here and now. This shift in focus not only reduces our anxiety, but also enhances our overall well-being. We can find beauty and gratitude in our daily experiences, no matter how small, and this perspective fosters a deeper sense of peace. The peace that comes from trusting God's plan can serve as a powerful beacon of hope for others. When we exhibit calmness and serenity in the face of adversity, we inspire those around us to cultivate a similar mindset. Our faith becomes contagious. It encourages friends, family, and even strangers to consider their own beliefs and the power of trust. In times of crisis, when people often look for guidance and support, our ability to remain anchored in peace can create a ripple effect. It fosters a sense of community and connection, reminding us that we are all in this journey together. Trusting in God's plan leads us to cultivate spiritual practices that enhance our inner peace. Prayer, meditation, and reflection become essential tools in our daily lives. These practices allow us to reconnect with our faith, seek guidance, and find solace in moments of stillness. Through prayer, we can express our fears and concerns, and in turn, receive the peace that comes from divine assurance. Engaging in meditation allows us to quiet our minds, create space for reflection, and deepen our connection to God. These practices not only provide moments of respite, but also fortify our resolve to trust in the unfolding of our lives. Trusting in God's plan profoundly impacts our ability to find peace amidst the chaos of life. It allows us to surrender our worries, embrace the present moment, and cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. This trust invites us to engage in spiritual practices that deepen our connection with God and promote a sense of inner calm. Ultimately, the peace that accompanies this trust is transformative, not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. As we navigate life's challenges, let us hold fast to our faith, knowing that in trusting God's plan, we can experience a peace that surpasses all understanding. In this journey of life, peace is not merely an endpoint, it is a way of being that can sustain us through even the most trying times. Trusting in God's plan significantly contributes to building resilience in our lives, a quality that is essential for navigating the inevitable challenges and setbacks we encounter. Resilience is often described as the ability to bounce back from adversity, but it goes beyond mere recovery. It encompasses the capacity to adapt, grow, and thrive in the face of difficulties. When we place our trust in a higher power, we are better equipped to face life's uncertainties with courage and strength, ultimately transforming our experiences into opportunities for personal development. One of the key ways that trusting God's plan fosters resilience is by providing a framework for understanding and interpreting our experiences. Life is inherently unpredictable, and challenges can come in many forms: unexpected job loss, health issues, relationship difficulties, or personal failures. When we encounter these trials, it is easy to become overwhelmed and to feel as though we are victims of circumstance. However, trusting in God allows us to view these challenges through a different lens. Instead of seeing ourselves as powerless, we begin to recognize that each obstacle is a part of a larger plan, one that is designed to teach us valuable lessons and help us grow. This perspective shift is crucial for developing resilience. When we trust that God has a purpose for our struggles, we are more likely to approach them with a mindset of curiosity and openness. Rather than asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this experience?" This change in questioning empowers us to take an active role in our personal growth, enabling us to extract meaning from our challenges. It helps us to see that setbacks are not permanent failures, but rather stepping stones on our journey. This resilience allows us to adapt and respond to adversity in ways that promote healing and growth. Trusting in God's plan instills a sense of hope that is vital for resilience. When we face difficult times, it is easy to feel hopeless and to believe that our situation will never improve. However, faith in a higher purpose reminds us that even the darkest moments can lead to brighter days. This hope acts as a beacon, guiding us through our struggles and encouraging us to persevere. The belief that God has a plan for our lives gives us confidence that we are not alone in our battles. Instead, we are supported by a divine presence that has our best interests at heart. This sense of connection fosters resilience by reinforcing our ability to cope with challenges and by motivating us to keep moving forward. Trusting God encourages us to seek support from others, which is an essential component of resilience. When we recognize that we are part of a larger community, we are more likely to lean on our friends, family, and faith community during difficult times. Sharing our struggles and seeking support can be transformative. It reminds us that we are not isolated in our challenges and that there are people who care about us and are willing to help. This support network becomes a source of strength, providing encouragement, wisdom, and perspective when we need it most. Trusting God also fosters a spirit of gratitude, which can enhance our resilience. When we take the time to acknowledge the blessings in our lives, even amidst difficulties, we cultivate a positive mindset that allows us to focus on what we have rather than what we lack. Gratitude shifts our perspective, helping us to appreciate the lessons learned from our struggles and the support we receive from others. Trusting in God's plan fosters a deeper understanding of our own strengths and capabilities. As we navigate life's challenges, we often discover qualities within ourselves that we were previously unaware of: courage, determination, creativity, and problem-solving skills. Trusting God empowers us to step outside our comfort zones and take risks, knowing that even if we fail, we have the ability to rise again. This understanding of our inner strength enhances our resilience, enabling us to face future challenges with greater confidence and tenacity. Trusting God also invites us to practice patience and perseverance. In a world that often values instant gratification, we can easily become discouraged when our plans do not unfold as we envisioned. However, faith teaches us that the timing of our lives is not always in our control, and that waiting can be a part of God's design. This realization encourages us to develop patience, understanding that the journey may take longer than we anticipated, but is ultimately leading us to where we need to be. In learning to wait and trust in God's timing, we build resilience that allows us to endure hardship with grace and faith. Trusting in God's plan is a powerful catalyst for building resilience in our lives. It helps us to interpret our experiences through a lens of purpose and growth, instilling hope and encouraging us to seek support from others. This trust fosters gratitude, enabling us to focus on our strengths and capabilities while cultivating patience and perseverance. As we navigate life's uncertainties, the resilience we develop through trusting God not only empowers us to overcome challenges, but also transforms our perspective on adversity, allowing us to emerge stronger and more capable. Ultimately, this resilience becomes a testament to our faith, inspiring others and demonstrating the profound impact that trust in a higher power can have on our lives. In embracing God's plan, we find not only the strength to endure, but also the wisdom to thrive, regardless of the obstacles we face. Trusting in God's plan fosters a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives, a vital aspect of human experience that often eludes many in a fast-paced, success-driven world. We frequently find ourselves caught up in the relentless pursuit of achievement, status, and material possessions, believing that these external markers will lead to happiness and satisfaction. However, this quest often leaves us feeling empty and unfulfilled. When we choose to trust in God's plan, we redirect our focus from superficial pursuits to a deeper understanding of our purpose and meaning in life. At the heart of this fulfillment is the realization that we are part of something greater than ourselves. Trusting in God's plan helps us recognize that our lives have inherent value and significance beyond our individual aspirations. We begin to understand that our existence is intertwined with a divine purpose, one that has been designed for us before our birth. This awareness instills a sense of belonging and connectedness, reminding us that we are not mere accidents of nature, but rather intentional creations with a specific role in the grand tapestry of life. This sense of purpose offers direction and meaning, allowing us to navigate life with intention rather than drifting aimlessly. One of the primary ways that trusting God enhances our sense of fulfillment is by aligning our actions with our values and beliefs. When we trust in a higher plan, we are motivated to pursue goals that reflect our spiritual convictions rather than those dictated by societal expectations or external pressures. This alignment fosters authenticity in our lives. We become more attuned to what truly matters to us and are more likely to engage in activities that resonate with our core values. Whether it is serving others, cultivating relationships, or pursuing creative endeavors, these actions become expressions of our faith and contribute to our sense of fulfillment. Trusting God encourages us to embrace our unique gifts and talents. Each of us has been endowed with specific abilities and passions that serve a purpose within the larger framework of God's plan. When we trust in our divine purpose, we are more likely to explore and develop our gifts, recognizing that they are not merely for our own benefit, but can also be used to serve others and contribute to the world around us. Engaging in activities that utilize our strengths brings a sense of joy and satisfaction, reinforcing our understanding that we are fulfilling our role in God's plan. This dynamic creates a feedback loop of purpose. The more we trust and act on our gifts, the more fulfilled we become. Trusting in God's plan also provides us with the courage to pursue our dreams and aspirations, even in the face of obstacles and challenges. Fear of failure and self-doubt can be significant barriers to pursuing our goals. However, when we place our trust in God, we can step outside our comfort zones, knowing that we are guided and supported in our endeavors. This courage to act allows us to explore new opportunities and take risks that align with our purpose. It empowers us to pursue paths that may seem daunting, but ultimately lead to greater fulfillment. Trusting God helps us understand that the journey toward our goals is as important as the destination itself, allowing us to find joy in the process of growth and discovery. Trusting in God's plan fosters a sense of gratitude that is essential for cultivating fulfillment. When we approach life with trust, we begin to appreciate the blessings we have, no matter how small. This gratitude shifts our perspective from what we lack to what we possess, allowing us to find joy in our everyday experiences. It helps us recognize the abundance in our lives, reinforcing the belief that we are cared for and supported by a higher power. This mindset of gratitude deepens our fulfillment as we learn to celebrate the moments of beauty and joy that surround us, even amid life's challenges. Trusting in God's plan helps us to build meaningful relationships and connections with others. When we are rooted in our faith and purpose, we naturally gravitate toward like-minded individuals who share our values and beliefs. These relationships become a source of support and encouragement, reinforcing our sense of fulfillment. Sharing our experiences and supporting one another in our journeys enhances our connection to the divine and to each other. Together, we can explore our unique purposes, celebrate our victories, and navigate the challenges of life with a sense of unity and camaraderie. The fulfillment that comes from trusting in God's plan is not limited to our personal lives, it extends to our contributions to the world. When we embrace our divine purpose, we are often led to serve others in meaningful ways. Acts of kindness, compassion, and service become integral to our lives, allowing us to make a positive impact in the lives of those around us. This sense of contribution enhances our fulfillment, as we recognize that we are part of a larger mission to uplift and support others. Serving others not only enriches our own lives, but also fosters a sense of interconnectedness and community, reinforcing our understanding of our shared humanity. Trusting in God's plan is a powerful catalyst for discovering fulfillment and purpose in our lives. It aligns our actions with our values, encourages us to embrace our unique gifts, and provides us with the courage to pursue our dreams. This trust fosters a mindset of gratitude, allowing us to appreciate the abundance in our lives while building meaningful relationships and connections with others. Ultimately, the fulfillment that arises from trusting God's plan transforms our lives, helping us to live authentically and purposefully. In this journey, we discover that true fulfillment is not found in external achievements, but rather in the alignment of our lives with the divine purpose that guides us. As we continue to trust in this plan, we uncover the beauty and significance of our existence, leading us to a life rich in meaning and joy. Trusting in God's plan encourages personal growth and transformation, a fundamental aspect of the human experience that many of us seek throughout our lives. Personal growth refers to the ongoing process of self-improvement, learning, and development in various dimensions of our lives, including emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and relational aspects. When we place our trust in a higher power, we open ourselves up to a journey of self-discovery and evolution that can lead to profound changes in our perspectives, behaviors, and overall life satisfaction. One of the primary ways that trusting God fosters personal growth is by inviting us to reflect on our values, beliefs, and priorities. When we commit ourselves to a higher purpose, we begin to examine the motivations behind our actions and decisions. This introspection encourages us to align our lives with what truly matters to us, rather than merely following societal norms or external expectations. Trusting in God's plan provides a framework for understanding our place in the world and prompts us to seek authenticity in our choices. As we evaluate our lives through this lens, we may discover areas where we have strayed from our true selves or where we have allowed fear and doubt to dictate our paths. This awareness is a powerful catalyst for change, enabling us to set new intentions and goals that reflect our deepest aspirations. Additionally, trusting God often requires us to confront our fears and insecurities. When we surrender control and place our trust in a higher power, we must acknowledge that we do not have all the answers and that uncertainty is an inherent part of life. This acknowledgement can be daunting as it challenges our need for predictability and security. However, it is through facing our fears that we experience significant growth. By learning to navigate uncertainty with faith and courage, we develop resilience and adaptability, qualities that are essential for personal development. Trusting God encourages us to step outside our comfort zones, embrace challenges, and take risks that promote growth. Each time we confront our fears and take action, we expand our capacity for growth and transformation. Trusting in God's plan fosters a sense of humility that is vital for personal growth. Humility allows us to recognize that we are part of a larger picture and that our individual experiences and struggles are not isolated. When we trust in a higher purpose, we begin to see ourselves as instruments of that purpose rather than the sole authors of our stories. This perspective encourages us to seek guidance and support from others, recognizing that we can learn from their experiences and wisdom. Embracing humility opens us to new ideas, perspectives, and opportunities for learning that we might otherwise overlook. It reminds us that growth is often a collaborative process and that we are all interconnected in our journeys. Trusting in God also encourages us to cultivate qualities such as patience and perseverance. In a culture that often values instant gratification, it can be challenging to accept that growth takes time and effort. However, when we trust in a divine plan, we learn to appreciate the process of becoming rather than focusing solely on the end result. This shift in mindset allows us to approach our personal development with patience, understanding that meaningful change is often gradual and requires consistent effort. Trusting God enables us to endure setbacks and challenges, knowing that each experience is an opportunity for growth. As we practice patience and perseverance, we develop the resilience needed to navigate the complexities of life. Trusting God's plan encourages us to embrace a mindset of learning and curiosity. When we view our experiences as opportunities for growth, we become more open to exploring new ideas, perspectives, and possibilities. This curiosity drives us to seek knowledge, engage in self-reflection, and pursue personal development in various areas of our lives. Trusting in a higher purpose invites us to explore our passions, interests, and talents, allowing us to discover new avenues for growth and fulfillment. By embracing a growth mindset, we learn to see challenges as stepping stones to success rather than obstacles to be feared. This shift in perspective fosters a lifelong commitment to learning and self-improvement. Trusting in God's plan encourages us to prioritize our spiritual growth. Faith often serves as a guiding force in our lives, providing us with a sense of direction and purpose. When we trust in God, we are motivated to deepen our relationship with the divine through practices such as prayer, meditation, and contemplation. These practices help us cultivate self-awareness and introspection, allowing us to connect with our inner selves and gain clarity about our goals and aspirations. This spiritual growth enriches our lives, providing us with a sense of peace and fulfillment that is essential for overall well-being. Trusting in God's plan also facilitates the development of compassion and empathy. As we navigate our own growth journeys, we become more attuned to the struggles and challenges faced by others. This awareness fosters a sense of connection and solidarity, encouraging us to support and uplift those around us. When we trust in a higher purpose, we are inspired to serve others and contribute to their growth and well-being. This sense of community enhances our own personal development as we learn from the experiences of others and recognize the interconnectedness of our journeys. Trusting in God's plan is a powerful catalyst for personal growth and transformation. It invites us to reflect on our values, confront our fears, and embrace humility. By cultivating patience, perseverance, and a mindset of curiosity, we become more resilient in the face of challenges and more open to learning. Trusting God encourages us to prioritize our spiritual growth and develop compassion for others, ultimately enhancing our overall life satisfaction. As we navigate our journeys with faith and trust, we unlock the potential for profound personal development that leads to a richer, more fulfilling life. Embracing God's plan not only transforms our individual lives, but also allows us to make a positive impact in the lives of those around us, creating a ripple effect of growth and transformation that extends far beyond ourselves. Trusting in God's plan fosters a sense of peace and serenity that is essential for navigating life's challenges and uncertainties. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, it is common for individuals to experience stress, anxiety, and fear regarding the future. The pressures of work, relationships, and societal expectations can create a sense of overwhelm that can be difficult to manage. However, when we place our trust in a higher power, we tap into a source of peace that transcends our circumstances and allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. At the core of this peace is the understanding that we are not alone in our struggles. Trusting in God's plan reassures us that we are part of a divine purpose and that our lives are guided by a higher intelligence that knows what is best for us. This understanding can alleviate feelings of isolation and helplessness that often accompany difficult situations. When we trust that God is actively involved in our lives, we are more likely to feel supported and protected, which can significantly reduce anxiety and stress. We begin to see challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for growth and learning that are part of a larger plan. Trusting God encourages us to let go of the need for control. In our pursuit of certainty and security, we often cling tightly to our plans and expectations, leading to frustration and disappointment when things don't go as we envisioned. However, when we surrender our need for control and trust in God's wisdom, we can cultivate a sense of acceptance and surrender. This shift allows us to release the burdens of worry and fear, creating space for peace to enter our hearts. We learn to embrace the present moment, trusting that everything is unfolding according to a divine timeline, even if we cannot see the full picture. This acceptance fosters a deep sense of inner calm, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater ease and grace. Trusting in God's plan also encourages a perspective of gratitude, which is essential for cultivating peace. When we focus on the blessings in our lives rather than dwelling on what we lack or what is going wrong, we shift our mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance. This shift fosters a sense of contentment and fulfillment that permeates our daily experiences. Gratitude helps us to recognize the beauty and goodness that exist even amidst difficulties, reminding us that there is always something to be thankful for. This practice of gratitude can significantly enhance our sense of peace, as it enables us to find joy in the small moments and appreciate the journey, rather than fixating solely on our challenges. Trusting in God promotes a spirit of hope that is vital for maintaining peace during turbulent times. Hope is a powerful force that inspires us to believe in the possibility of positive outcomes, even in the face of adversity. When we trust in a higher purpose, we are more likely to cultivate a sense of optimism and resilience, knowing that God is working behind the scenes for our good. This hope empowers us to persevere through difficulties, as we are reassured that there is light at the end of the tunnel. By fostering a hopeful outlook, we can maintain our peace and composure, even when life feels overwhelming. Trusting in God's plan invites us to cultivate a spirit of faith. Faith is a powerful anchor that provides stability in the midst of uncertainty. When we place our trust in God, we are reminded that we are not defined by our circumstances or our failures. Instead, we are part of a larger narrative that is unfolding with purpose and intention. This faith allows us to rise above our challenges, fostering a sense of inner strength and resilience that can help us navigate even the most difficult situations. As we cultivate our faith, we discover that it is a source of comfort and assurance, reminding us that we are held and supported by a loving presence. Trusting God encourages us to seek solace in prayer and spiritual practices, which can significantly enhance our sense of peace. Engaging in prayer, meditation, or mindfulness allows us to connect with the divine and center ourselves amidst the chaos of life. These practices provide us with moments of stillness and reflection, helping us to recharge our spirits and gain clarity in times of confusion. When we turn to God in prayer, we release our worries and anxieties, inviting peace into our hearts. This connection with the divine fosters a deep sense of security, allowing us to face our challenges with renewed strength and determination. Trusting in God's plan can profoundly change your life, offering you guidance, peace, and a sense of purpose. By surrendering control, embracing personal growth, and fostering resilience, you open yourself to transformative experiences that enhance your journey. Remember, even in the midst of challenges, faith provides hope and clarity, allowing you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. As you move forward, carry this message in your heart. When you trust in a higher purpose, you empower yourself to create a life filled with meaning and fulfillment. Thank you for joining us today, and may your journey of trust and faith lead you to incredible new horizons.